All right, welcome back to week 8, Taco Time. I am your host, David Molly, Commissioner, aka Beast Mode, Halloween edition, boys.
Handing out candy. Exotic Joe, you fucking bitch.
Forgot my costume.
You're good to go.
You guys should have my costume, don't you?
Yeah, you got the wood, bro. You're good.
Yeah. Your costume is fantasy football loser. So
oh, my stash is falling off. God damn.
All right, we'll run into taco time. It's time for Taco Talk. All right, Taco Talk with Sean. What do we got here, Joe? Start off. I'm eating my Skittles.
Yeah, I see that, Beast Mode. So Sean, just
yeah, I'm
right,
here.
There he is. A couple of questions just for you. So how do you
with
feel,
the beast quake and that foam fell, bro?
How do you feel about your fantasy team so far this season?
I'm glad you asked. When I drafted, I was pretty excited. And then I realized my first 3 or 4 weeks, I had brutal matchups, but I think I'm going to come around. I think I'm looking pretty good now.
Okay, good. That was my follow-up question is, can you catch up and make the playoffs in your division?
I think I can.
I think you can too, buddy.
I think I can.
You can too.
I know I've made a lot of waiver moves, but I think I'm sitting good.
Me too, you fucking bitch. I'm like 16.
The rest of the pussies in my league.
Yeah,
division.
you're yeah, sorry, I'm eating Skittles here. You had 17 moves. You think that you're gonna be less than 13 for the rest of the way?
Yeah.
He has to be. Gotta be, baby.
Well, I am.
He obviously has to be. But
yeah, I mean, but yeah.
I'm sitting good. I believe I'm sitting good.
Okay.
So what are you excited about with your team? Obviously, you're talking about how you feel good and you don't feel any lack of confidence moving forward with your roster. What makes you feel good about your team right now?
Well, give me. Let me think, because I'm in 3 leagues. So
nope, you're fine.
Josh Allen is obviously my horse. Zeke,
sure.
The Zeke trade helped me out a lot with Schultz, but that dumbass should have kept Henry.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. Right now, I'm not confident with Hawk. He's letting me down. Other than that,
yeah, but who is super confident about their tight ends? You know what I mean?
Yeah, tight end's hard. If you only got one of the top 3,
right?
But Kittle's not helping anybody. So yeah,
I do like that waiver wire pickup this week with the Bengals playing the Jets, especially with a backup quarterback.
Yeah. Who's your favorite guy this year? I mean, he's kind of the same question, but do you have like a favorite guy on your roster besides maybe Josh Allen?
I gotta think who I got.
You got Antonio Brown.
Matter of fact, it's probably Zeke, because I wasn't excited about keeping him, but once I realized he's what he looks like this year, he's back to his form. So I'm happy.
Fournette
I'm
too.
happy with that. Yeah, Fournette.
I was surprised
surprising
Fournette wasn't your answer.
Yeah, I really like Fournette this year.
He's surprising me. I didn't expect that when I drafted him, but that's what I got stuck with. So
yep,
right.
Turned out good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cap off the fantasy football talk with mid-season review, just a discussion between you guys, especially our division. Sean, it's very, very close. You're in 5th place at 3 and 4. You're only 2 games back from first place. It's very, very close in our division.
Right.
Who do you feel honestly is going to make the playoffs in our division?
Bro, I don't even know who's in the division right now.
So it is Tom at 5-2, Clint at 4-3, Marshall at 4-3, myself at 4-3, you at 3-4, and then Matt at 1-6.
Matt. Clint, I think he's going to make a good run once he's done with buys.
Yep.
Dave, I can see you up there with the moves you're making, and Mersh with his trade with Kilo is helping him out. Tom, he's up and down, kind of like me. If I get in, I'll be on the back end, but I'm fighting for not getting the wood this year.
Sure.
So
that's a typical Varner move. Shout out to Brandon.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite honestly, I have the same assessment of our league. I feel like it'll be Clint, Marshall, and I feel like it would be you and me fighting that last spot.
Right.
I could see one of us flip-flopping with Marshall, but I honestly think Clint's going to run away with the division. I think his team is too good.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it'll be a good one. I where we sit now is kind of where I feel like we might sit towards the end of the season, very, very close. So it'll come down to the last couple weeks where we have division matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, how do you feel about pocket dogs? Where do you think the playoff standings would land with people?
So obviously, I mean, Kilo is going to make the playoffs. I mean, he's undefeated. He's got 7 victories already. You basically need 9 and you're a lock. So he's in. I do believe that Mark is going to stay at number 2. He's got Prescott, he's got Cooper, he's got Derrick Henry. I mean, he's got some high guys that'll, pop off 30s all day long. So I think Mark's got the firepower to stay there. After that, I'm going on a limb here, boys, and I'm going to catch up. It's impossible, right? I'm 1-6. It's nearly impossible, but I'm telling you right now, firepower wise, I have the best roster in this pocket dogs. The best roster. God damn it. I get these fucking running backs back, bitch.
That's yours.
Yeah, that ain't my dog. I do need running back help. It sounds like Barkley's coming back possibly this week, but if not, at least next week for sure. And I'm telling you, I'm the 3rd highest scoring team in the league. I've had the 3rd most points scored against me. Eventually, that has to stop. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to, because you could have a season like Mark's had that first season, everyone just be popping off against you, but it has to stop eventually. And I'm telling you, look at all them 3-4, 3-4, 3-4. Go look ahead at the schedule. I play all those guys, and I have an advantage against every one of them that week. They got bye weeks. They have bad matchups. All it takes is me to clean sweep the backside against this division, and I can sneak in.
You should always clean sweep your backside.
I agree.
That's right. Keep it clean.
Yeah. I agree.
Just throwing that out there.
Cats and kittens up in here.
All right. So, well, I'm sorry, Joe. You threw me off with you talking about yourself the whole fucking time.
I'm sorry.
What were your 3?
It was Kilo, Mark, and myself. Exotic.
Wait, you said yourself?
Yeah, I'm making it.
Okay,
I'm making it, bro.
Right. Motherfuckers, listen to this. Okay,
I have the firepower to make it, and I'm
not denying it.
I'm going to make it.
That's confident. That's confident.
Fake it till you make it.
All right.
If I don't, I'm not going to financially recover from this.
Yeah.
So,
hey, all I'm going to tell you, Joe, is the mass majority of this league will fucking rejoice if you do get the wood.
Oh, yes.
All the years of shit talking about how you would never get it.
You have a target.
I've
never missed the playoffs. Yeah. This is going to be my first year.
All right.
I got a couple real questions. If you guys got some.
Yeah. Let's move into some real NFL shit here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to ditch this stash. This thing's falling off. Sorry,
right,
fellas.
I'm taking off.
Happy fucking Halloween. Yeah. Woo.
Should have warned me. I could have had a couple costumes. I'm in my kid's bedroom, by the way.
What's that, Sean?
I'm in my kid's bedroom.
Nice.
Oh, hell
back to Joey Drip, baby.
Well, I was just wearing my kid's Halloween costume from 2 years ago.
Hell yeah. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I got a question, and this really closely relates with Sean because it's his team. But this is obviously a question for everyone. You're at the Bucks game, and Brady throws his 600th touchdown. and you are given the ball by Mike Evans, would you give the ball back? And if you did give the ball back, what, in your honest opinion, what would you be asking for? I've seen some wild stuff about what people would ask for. I mean,
40,
in the end,
40,
this guy, I'm sorry,
45 minutes with Giselle.
I have seen that.
That's my
I don't think you're getting that, brother.
I don't think you need 45 minutes though.
Oh no, he's done in 4.
Yes, I do.
4 and 1 minute to clean up.
40 minutes of that is chatting then, huh?
Honestly, you know what? I would just want to be the DYK.
The DYK.
Did you know?
Okay.
What fan received Tom Brady's 600 touchdown?
It'd be the Sean Varner guy, right?
It'd be me.
From Commish, Iowa.
That's interesting. See, now when you said 45 minutes, my honest to God thought was I would take 45 minutes with Tom Brady. And not to, I mean, yeah, I'd probably suck his dick, but it would be, I'd love to pick his brain for 45 minutes. That would be amazing. I mean, that's to me, that's more than season tickets. It's more than a jersey. If I got a 45-minute interview to sit down and just talk to this dude, I'd be tickled pink.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was actually thinking about this today because Joe, you and I and Dave, I'm not saying anybody else doesn't like the history of football.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a guru by any means like you guys are with stats and shit, and Kilo with his Lions, but we might be seeing the last of the pocket passer for a few years. It looks like the mobile quarterback, the Mike Vick, is coming back.
Yes.
And it's coming back.
I hate it.
It's storming. Yeah. It's good to see. It's good to see what we get to see because Joe and I, we got to witness Montana.
Oh yeah.
Back in those days. A lot of some of you young guys didn't.
Oh, and Dave got Favre. I mean, Favre was,
Favre was awesome when he came up.
Yeah, I met Montana. I got his autograph.
Nice. Did you really?
Nice.
Yes.
Swear to God. How old were you?
Young. I'll send you a picture of the card. I have it in my room.
Sean, you had Brad Johnson. I think he qualifies as the pocket quarterback.
Yeah.
Florida State, baby.
Had Steve Young once too.
Oh yeah. I got another question. Is Tom Brady becoming one of your top 5 favorite Bucks of all time? He's only been there for a year and a half.
No,
he's not. Man.
No, he's a Patriot.
Okay.
He's retiring in Florida.
Even with him winning you a Super Bowl, though, you still consider him a Patriot?
Yep.
Okay. See, I'm a sucker for the old man. You know what I mean? Like, I hated Jeff Gordon until Jeff Gordon became the old man. You know, I hated Kobe till Kobe became the old man. And I am madly falling in love with Tom Brady right now.
I agree with him still playing. I mean, it's amazing what he's doing. Like we're 45
yeah, bro, that's
45-year-old sack of shits. I mean, but
so true.
It's fun to watch. It's history.
It is.
But yeah, I mean, if you want my all-time favorite Buck, it's Allstott.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good pick.
Number 2 is Lynch. Number 3 is Warwick Dunn. And that's when I started liking him.
Wait a minute.
How is
what about Warren Sapp?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He's number 4, to you, bro.
He's
number 4.
Yeah. All right.
I should have bumped him up at least one spot, Sean.
Yeah, he dropped your name, dog. He's gonna be top 3.
Yeah.
I'm doing what he asked.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true.
Being better, baby.
My one last question is, Sean, I don't know if you watched the Monday night game.
Yeah, I did.
But that Monday night game was potentially one of the worst football games in probably the last 5 to 10 years. And obviously weather had a lot to do with it. Are you, and also you, Joe, are you pro dome? Do you think teams should go to a dome so we, you have these kind of correlates with what you're saying with the pocket passer, and now you have these high flying teams, everything's quick, the offenses are always built to outlast defenses nowadays, especially with the rule change. Do you think that we should allow these offenses to perform at their max capacity with perfect conditions, basically?
I got this one. Randomize the Super Bowl. Fuck the money. Play it anywhere. It lies.
I agree.
Conditions are part of football.
That's right. And I 100% agree. And the only reason I ask, I want to ask you guys this is because obviously, as a Packers fan, you know that this is football. Like Aaron Rodgers just said yesterday in an interview, when it starts to get crisp in the air, cold, and the leaves are turning and stuff, that's football time to him.
Dangerous.
Yes, that's when and you dangerous. Guys, you know, the Cowboys being in Texas, and then on top of it having, you know, a dome atmosphere, and then, you know, the Bucks playing in Florida, like you guys are used to seeing your teams play 8 games out of a year in basically perfect weather. So you guys are cool with the weather challenges.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's part of the game.
It's history. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine Lambeau Field being tore down and a dome being built?
I wish we could watch a Super Bowl at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, no, and they are actually starting to move it around a little bit. Remember when New York got their new stadium, they built an outdoor stadium and they put it there. It was cold, you know what I mean? And that's part of it, man.
Yeah, they'll never do it again. They won't ever do it again.
The fans are going to pay the money. It's the corporations that's not letting that happen.
Yeah, I like outdoor. I like weather. I like, you know, grass. I mean, it's football. We can't make everything so cookie cutter. You know what I mean? I got another question too, just to finish out. Dave, this one's kind of for you, but I mean, I'd be curious to know Sean's opinion as well. But how do you feel about your high level game coming up against the Cards without both starting wide receivers? Do you think that like Rodgers and Jones and MVS, are they gonna be enough to get the dub this weekend?
So here's actually an interesting stat if people didn't know this. So the last few years, when we had 6 games without Devontae Adams, we went undefeated. 6-0.
Yep.
Rodgers has thrown at a higher level in those games than he did without Devontae Adams. Yep. But the one thing, like completely honest, I don't think they're gonna win. I think the Cardinals defense is too good. I am a sucker for the Cardinals in general, but their offense is very good. Our defense is mediocre at best. And I think it'll be a shootout, but I just don't think that they're going to be able to win. I don't think they're going to be able to stop the Cardinals enough to, no matter how much Rodgers can score on basically every possession, and it still won't be enough, in my opinion.
Interesting. What do you think, Sean?
I totally forgot what you're talking about.
We're just talking.
I was looking at. I actually had a question for you guys.
That's fine. I wanted to know, is it possible for the Packers to beat the Cardinals without their starting wideouts?
No.
So all right.
I don't believe so.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you where I'm at. No, go ahead.
Potent.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
They're potent, and then they got Ertz now. That's
okay.
I think that's a big addition.
That actually plays into a little bit of my devil's advocate here, but I believe they do have enough. I mean, listen, anytime you have Aaron Rodgers, you have enough. You've got Aaron Jones, who's ready to step up, right? Don't forget Randall Cobb, MVS, Tunyon. These guys are players. They're not scrubs. You know what I mean? They just take a back seat to Devontae Adams, to Lazard when he's healthy.
Wait, go back, please. Did you just say MVS wasn't a scrub?
Yeah.
He's scrubbish. He's not a scrub this week because you have to have him. You have to have this dude.
I just wanted to make sure you said that correctly.
He is possibly coming off the IR this week.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, he'll be back.
And keep in mind, JJ Watt is out. All right. Just happened today.
Yep.
And with Ertz, Hopkins, Green, Moore, Kirk, you're getting more weapons down there to where it's no longer like you don't have to worry so much about it being the Hopkins show for 13 catches, 183 touchdowns over one of your bad defenders. He's going to be sharing the ball. He's already sharing the ball. It gives you an I would say an even opportunity. You know what I mean? Like now it's not just ball hogging one guy. I think he's going to spread the ball and it's going to slow down their offense by not feeding Hop by not feeding AJ Green. I think the Packers can get this one. I got the Pack by 3.
I think if Clingberry, Cliffy,
Yep, Kingsbury, yep.
His name, guy. If he's smart, he manages the clock and keeps Rodgers off the field.
Okay.
With not they got Connor, so
okay.
That's my opinion.
You said you had a question for us or no?
Yeah, this is off. It's just we'll end it here if you want. Best Bama QB to build your franchise around. Mac Jones, Hurts, or Tua?
You know what my answer is.
It's 100% Mac Jones.
Yes.
And why?
He's a pocket quarterback.
Mac Jones, pocket quarterback.
Longevity.
So we'll just eliminate him from the bottom. Ertz isn't going to last in this league.
Right. He's going to get hurt.
He might not last this year. I hope he does because he's my quarterback, but there's a possibility that he might lose his job.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing that really makes him special other than that he can run the ball. But like you alluded to before, there's fucking 40 quarterbacks that can do that now.
Yep.
So, I mean, his arm talent is mediocre at best. Mac Jones has better vision than Tua, has a better arm than Tua.
Yep.
I mean, to me, it's Mac Jones by a million.
Yep.
Okay.
So think about this too. Not that because like Hurts is a freak athlete, right? That's why he's a quarterback right now. He's an athlete. He can run, he can pass, he can probably catch. I mean, Tua was amazing in college, and he still is pretty much an amazing athlete, but he's got a robotic hip. He's a lefty, which I absolutely hate. That's another knock. But then think about the teams that they're on. Who look at Philly. Philly is letting Jalen Hurts that's it. That's what we got. We got Jalen Hurts. I mean, they don't surround him with an offensive line. They don't give him protection. They don't give him a lot of weapons. Go look at Tua. He's in Miami. They're trying to build. Who's going to put their quarterback in the best spot? Fucking Bill Belichick. I mean, he runs that franchise. He's going to put the best things around Mac Jones that he can put there. Now, maybe not offensive weapon wise, but he will be protected, and he'll have time to find those people. He just won't have like Randy Moss or nothing. But
okay. Back into the question: which Bama receiver you pairing with him?
Jeez,
that's in the NFL now.
I'm gonna be a homer right here, and I hate to say it, but he's proven the most so far, and it's Amari Cooper.
Okay. Who'd he play with? Hurts?
No, Cooper was long before that. He's been leading out for
that
6 years, 7 years.
Oh, we'll have to disqualify him. I was thinking more of the lines of Waddle.
Chase,
well, I mean,
Higgins.
What do you mean?
I would be
a pen. Right.
I would take Waddle over Devontae Smith. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Smith. Yeah, I forgot about him.
I mean, quite honestly, Devontae Smith was probably my answer. I think Waddle is close. I don't know. Initial thought I was gonna go with Devontae Smith.
That's fair enough. Who do you got, Sean?
Okay. I was gonna go Mac Jones and Chase.
No. Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
Chase plays at LSU.
He's LSU.
Or no. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right.
Waddle. Or Waddle, yeah. Yeah, the J guy.
Yep. Yeah, you want Waddle.
Beers.
Yeah.
The other one. The other one that I think is close that probably people don't put on the radar is Henry Ruggs.
I was looking at my notes. That's why I said Chase.
I like Ruggs too. I hate the system he's in right now, but
but that's not the question. It's who would you want on your team? Like I would be fine with Jerry Jeudy. I'd be fine with Henry Ruggs. I'd be fine with Jalen Waddle. Like I'm just thinking. I mean, in my opinion, I think Devontae Smith is the best caliber receiver out of those guys. I mean, obviously still in the league, but past his prime, you have Julio and Calvin Ridley. I mean, Calvin Ridley's not past his prime, but I mean, there's so many good ones. I mean, really, yeah, like you said, Joe, Amari Cooper. Like, I'm not sad with any of them.
No,
like, really, are you?
And the problem with like
you
Waddle,
can't go wrong with any of them.
Yeah, the problem with Waddle, Ruggs, and Devontae Smith is, look at Waddle hasn't even had his quarterback yet until now. Devontae Smith doesn't know how he fits in the system yet because it's brand new, and he Hurts the first year technically starter.
But that's not the question.
I know, but I mean, you don't know how these guys are going to pan out in the pros yet because, so how do you really put a stamp on them? If you're going to go off their college career, yeah, okay. Devontae Smith had an amazing college career.
Yeah, but you've seen Smith enough to see his flashes. You can see his flashes. Yeah, he's going to grow into him. The things that he's done so far, his flashes have been incredible. Same with Waddle. I mean, yeah, you can't put him in this mold and say, this is what I want you to do for 16 weeks right now, but you're building a team. That's the question, building a team. So if you see these flashes and you can try and harness those flashes, that's what you want. And I think that Devonta Smith, Waddle, Henry Ruggs, they've all done it. I don't think you can pick a wrong person is what
they're all good. But yeah, I mean, I agree with Dave. I'd go, I like Devonta Smith too, but I think he's not in the right system.
Yeah. Well,
so to speak.
Again,
yeah.
If we're honestly saying right now that like what we have seen, then my answer would be Amari Cooper.
Yeah, for today. That's what I'm saying. Yes, like
right now. But that's
Julio's too old. Yeah.
Right. And I mean,
but I mean, I'm building
be close behind that too. But
if I'm building a future, for like 8 years to come, obviously I'm taking one of the young boys.
Right, and that's where I'm at. That's my thought process, and Devonta Smith is my answer.
Sure.
So that's a good question, Sean. I like that one. That was a very good question.
Good answers.
Oh
shit, my bad.
Let's I almost spilled my drink here.
My yak? What you got there? You got some Hennessy,
boy.
You got some
Hennessy, boy.
Is that a ball of ice?
Probably.
Yeah. All right, let's move into Weekly Rewind. Weekly Rewind. All right, starting off Weekly Rewind for week 7. We'll run through these quick. Brandon beat David 122.3 to 108.1. Joe picked David. I picked Brandon, so I hit. It could have been a little more interesting if Kenyon Drake didn't benefit from Josh Jacobs getting hurt, and then also with Hunter Henry as well. But it's a really good win for Brandon, not having Christian McCaffrey, Montgomery, or Kareem Hunt. So good for him on that win. That's a big win. Moving on to Kilo beating Matt 129.8 to Matt's 99.1. We both picked Matt, unfortunately, so we did not hit. Kilo's stack of Stafford and Cup warranted him 70.4 points, which is a lot, and then Damian Harris snapped off with 25.3. Matt unfortunately had Darnold go for 2.0, so that's no good. And then obviously Baltimore's defense at a -6. That doesn't help. Didn't matter, but it didn't help. My last match to cover, Clint beating Mark 137.3 to 89.7. We both picked Clint, so we both hit. But we both knew that he was going to win because Mark was in Buy Apocalypse. And to move forward for the Weekly Rewind, everyone knows that my favorite stat is 0 points. And I am going to take a technicality to move us to continue our streak with Mark playing a buy player. Because technically no one played a player with 0 points. So I'm going to take the technicality and we'll continue on. What do you got, Joe?
Right. I like it. I got Joe versus Marshall. There's not much to say here. He had a huge game out of Kamara and Rodgers, and Mahomes was a complete fucking letdown again. I mean, I'm dumbfounded with that whole system. Yeah, they're 3-4. And then
trade them.
The other thing is how how does Pete Carroll still have a job? I mean, listen, I know you don't run the defense, but you run the team. That Monday night game was horrible, by the way, but you let your defense, you let Kamara get 30 out of the 50 team touches. 30. He accounted for 179 of their 300 yards. You can't scheme that. I mean, this guy is killing you, and you can't scheme that out. I mean, you got Bobby Wagner. Go scheme that out. Yeah, that is the nose ring.
He's got special powers.
Is what it is. Next matchup, Tom over Drake. It was 107-96. Tom was led by 24.8 from Jackson, and DK Metcalf opened up the game with that 84-yard touchdown catch, which was sick. Drake had the goat go for 32 against the Bears. But for some reason, dude, Drake screwed up this week. He played Williams over Herbert. Herbert's been on fire, and I know what he was thinking. He was thinking that they're going to be down to the Bucks and they're going to be throwing the ball and swing passing. It didn't matter. Herbert ran for, I think, 100+ yards. I mean, he would have won this week playing his own bear over his other bear. So bad technicality there, Drake. Yeah, he's actually
up the depth chart. That guy.
Yes. Look out Montgomery, because this guy's playing good. And then JR smacked Sean up pretty good this week. He was led by Jamar Chase, who popped a 34.1. Dude, Chase is now the 3rd ranked wide receiver in our fantasy league right now. And I know bye weeks are rolling through and it's kind of messy, but right now he's number 3. Support that with a solid outing from Wentz, Nick Folk, and the Pats D, and you get 150 spot from JR. Sean had Tua throw down this week, though, as well. He had 34-point game, and Fournette was solid. But then the rest of his team kind of shit the bed. Was dumbfounded by the no defense play. Sean, you got to explain that to me real quick.
So even if I had a chance, I didn't think, who'd I have? Cincinnati?
Yeah, I think so.
It's Baltimore. So. I thought Baltimore was going to just blow them out.
Okay.
So I left them out, and I was going to pick up Seattle if I absolutely had to, just to pick up a couple points. I was risking it, but it didn't matter.
All right, that's what I got for the week.
All right, I got 2 things to piggyback on. First of all, Tom winning 107.9 to 96.5 after we told him that Kyle Juszczyk was a horrible fucking decision. So he goes out and picks up Devonta Freeman. Juszczyk has 0 points. Advice. Freeman has 12.9, and he ends up winning. So you can pay us back for that fantasy advice.
Yeah.
Marshall versus Joe. I picked Marshall, so I hit. Tom beating Drake. Joe picked Tom, so he hit. And JR versus beating Sean. Joe picked JR. So we are both 3-3, moving Joe 21-15 to my 15-21, exact opposites.
And we were 3-3 again across the divisions. We are now 6-6. Pocket Dogs versus Second Harvest. Yep.
All right, we'll move into Joe's segment, Busted or Busted. Busted or Busted.
We're gonna do busted and busted.
Got a couple special guests.
Oh, hey, what we got here?
Future ballers.
All right, future league.
Hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
This is Colin.
I'm Joe Exotic. Cade.
That's Joe Exotic.
I'm on Netflix.
All right, get the hell out of here.
All right.
Scram. Shut the door.
Hang on. Woo. Thing's hot.
You're already recording,
All
Joe,
right.
whenever you're ready.
Sweating to death in my mullet.
They wanted to watch.
All right, fellas. It is time for Busted and Bustin'. We're gonna fly through this here. Second Harvest this week. We got a busted. It is Brandon Ayuk. Somehow Brandon found his way onto Sean's starting lineup, despite his best game of the year being a stat line of 4 catches for 37 yards and 1 touchdown. That is his season high, by the way, in all respective categories. 4 catches, 37 yards. He has a grand total of 25.7 points on the year, but Sean could have flexed Ricky Seals-Jones, who the last 3 games are better than Ayuk's full season. So Brandon Ayuk and Sean, you are busted.
I should have traded him. I should have traded him, Dave.
Yep, he sucks.
Glad you didn't, brother.
Dave wanted him.
Yeah, well, we got a bussin' from Second Harvest. Same fantasy team here, Sean. Yeah. Played Tua as a bye week filler for Josh Allen, and he popped off for 291 and 4 touchdowns and added 29 yards rushing on 4 attempts for a total of 33.9 points. He led all quarterbacks, by the way, for the week, and Tua was bussing. And on the busted list, the Baltimore Ravens were just plain bad this week against the first place. That's right, the first place Bengals. They allowed 520 total yards, a staggering 10.5 yards per pass play, and 4.4 yards per rush. The offense had 0 turnovers, and the defense did not give up a single red zone touchdown. You'd think you're going to win. But since he scored 41 points with no red zone touchdowns, that's because it was 55 yards, 32 yards, 82 yards, 21 yards, and 46 yards. Say what? Baltimore Ravens, D, you got Matt -6 points this weekend. You were busted. And on the busting list, we got DeAndre Swift does it again. He stays under 50 yards rushing for the 6th time this season, but snaps for 28.4 fantasy points as he hauls in 8 catches on 10 targets for 96 and a TD. He is now up to the 2nd-ranked running back in our league and is the only shining star in Motor City. I can see you from here, DeAndre. You are straight busting. On the pocket dog side for busted, well, we were wrong in our predictions on this guy. With a stat line of 4 carries for 10 yards and 1 fantasy point, Mike Davis, you were busted, my guy. I really thought he would have had a decent day against Miami, but this bro was doo-doo. I'd tell you to run back to Carolina, sir, but I don't think you would make it there because your legs are busted. And busting, this tight end had 7 catches, 163, and 23.3 fantasy points coming off of a bye week. His last game before that was 26.9. I think he's finally found a place in the offense and has even bigger games ahead. Kyle Pitts, you were busting in South Beach, bro. And busted, same team. Patty, you're busted, bro. Another pick and 2 more fumbles this week. No one cares, right? Man, I care. Again, you're busted. You can eat a bag of dicks. And busting, we mentioned him earlier with 8 catches for 201 yards and a TD. Jamar Chase is on another level against the Ravens this past Sunday. The LSU combo is catching fire for the first place Bengals. I'm sure we're going to see him on this list again. This dude is busting. And a little honorable mention, by the way, for busted and busting, same player, Mike Evans, 6 catches, 76 yards, and 3 touchdowns for 31 points. You're busting. And then you gave that 600th passing TD ball to a fan. You are busted, my guy. That's what we got this week.
Do you guys know the difference between the first and second player running back points wise?
Oh,
by chance?
I think it's 180 to 130.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably 50 points.
Yep.
Derrick Henry and then Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's amazing.
No, I meant Swift. I
oh
didn't
yeah,
think
no, Swift to be up
second.
there. Yeah.
Well,
target
Swift,
machine.
Hey, I'm just gonna toot my own here. Swift is only a beneficiary of the Chargers having a bye because Eckler was number 2. Just throwing that out there.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
We'll shuffle through. Yep, we'll shuffle through.
All right, moving on to buy or sell. Buy or sell. All right, last week we had Brady 4 touchdowns versus the Bears. Joe sold, I bought, and I hit in the first half.
Halftime.
Patterson 125 all-purpose yards at Miami. Joe sold, that was a hit. I bought. Patterson only ended up with 60 rushing yards and 2 receiving yards. Adams 100 receiving yards at Washington. Joe bought, but I sold, and that was a hit. He only had 76 receiving yards. They spread the ball around, like I said. Joe was 1-2 for the week. I was 2-1, leaving Joe 8-10 for the season, and myself 10-8.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Can we back up 1 sec?
Yep.
What's the record for touchdowns in the game? Is it 6?
Passing touchdowns? I think it's 7.
Yeah.
7.
7.
Peyton Manning and
Brady could have had 8 easily.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I just quick thought I had.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
This week we have Daniel Jones at Kansas City Is he going to be a QB1? So 1 through 12 quarterback ranking.
I'll start this one off, Sean. So he has been all over the place this year. There's no rhyme or reason for his scoring. He's scoring, high points against good defenses, bad points against bad defenses, and some games in between. I know it's bye weeks, and my instincts tell me to buy this because there's less quarterbacks in the mix. But due to his inconsistency, I am going to sell this one. He's really struggling right now. I think without a run game, it's just hurting him. So I am selling Daniel Jones this week.
I'm going to go real quick about this one. I'm selling. You're right. He has no weapons. They're going to fix that defense in Kansas City. It ain't going to last the whole year. And It might be this weekend. I'm saying he throws for 250, 2 touchdowns, and maybe 50 yards.
At least 3 fumbles.
Yeah, that could happen. So yeah, I'm selling. I'd say around QB 14.
Okay.
Well, with
that's
250 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 50 yards rushing, he'd probably be a QB1. So
he might make the list. Though.
Yeah. I am buying Kansas City is number 31 versus quarterbacks. And since week 1, every week they have allowed a QB 12 or better. Except for Heineke, but he's ass. So I am going to buy. Right. Moving on to the next one, we have Fournette at New Orleans, 75 plus rushing yards.
Take it away, Sean.
Ooh, I'm buying. I'm a homer.
Okay.
I think it's his turn in the rotation.
Okay.
Feed him.
Dave, what do you got?
Simple as that.
While I am a Fournette lover and I have him in a couple other fantasy football leagues, and I am starting him, but New Orleans is number 2 against running backs, and they have not allowed a running back over 75 rushing yards. These are the running backs that they've defended against: Aaron Jones, Saquon Barkley, Antonio Gibson, Alex Collins, who is really not a scrub, McCaffrey when he was healthy, and Damian Harris. That is not a shitbag list of running backs.
I'm gonna intervene with you on this one. My only complaint, Tom Brady's throwing the ball around, so they're gonna have that defense on their toes.
Okay.
All right, Joe.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, that doesn't change my decision at all.
No, that's fine.
I know.
I've got the same
to me,
thing,
that's
right?
actually better for Fournette to not hit because they're going to be throwing the ball around. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, so the Saints do have a good rushing defense, and I do agree with this. And Fournette's been getting fed the ball quite a bit lately. But here's the way I look at this: is they have the Saints D has the capabilities to play good. When other teams are missing, like their starting quarterbacks, maybe going against a lackluster quarterback. But the Bucs have way too many weapons for that defense to be effective. I really like how so if you pay attention to these last couple of games with Tom Brady, yeah, he's getting 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. He's only throwing in the 200s. He's only gone for over 300 yards 3 times this season, which is kind of un-Brady-ish, I would say. It's because they're starting to feed Fournette. He's over 75 yards 3 of his last 4 games. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be in the 80s, low 90s, but I'm picking it. It's a buy. I think he's going to get it this week.
All right. The last one we have here is Jamar Chase at New York Jets, 100 plus receiving yards.
All right. So Jamar Chase, hell yeah, I'm buying. I know the numbers tell me to sell because honestly, the Jets are like the 3rd against wide receivers and defense this year. They were number 1 going into last week, I believe. But this kid is a runaway train right now, and I would not want to be on the tracks, dude. His double juke move against the Ravens, as Marshall would say, so sick. He's a big play guy that can eat up most of that 100 yards on 2 catches. So it reminds me of a young Deshaun Jackson. I am buying, baby.
ROTY, buying all day. Rookie of the year.
I like it.
That's it. You guys know I ain't looking into the stats. That's in front of your eyes. Yeah, he's good.
LSU combination.
He's good.
Well, I'm glad to split all three of you boys. That way I can be 3-0.
All right.
I'm selling, obviously, as Joe alluded to, number 3 against wide receivers. They have not allowed one wide receiver all season. One receiver over 100 yards. And they haven't played any scrubs either. So I'm going to go with sell.
All right.
Week 7 positional points was defense and kicker. Joe and JR tied for that for 27. So money's going to move next week, right, Joe?
It's a choppy chop, son.
Yep, move it to
$10
next week.
JR, $10.
Move it to the next week. Week 8 positional points. That is wide receiver 1 and kicker. So we will have to make a Facebook post again on who your wide receiver 1 is going to be. All right, we'll move into future forecast. It's now time for your future forecast. All right, first game I'm going to cover is Sean versus Drake. You want to take it first, Sean, or you want me to?
Yeah, what's Drake up to this week? Is he on his honeymoon or anything like
honeymoon,
that?
Yeah, he's honeymooning.
Oh yeah, well that's gonna
take it easy on him this week.
Yeah. I got me winning easily.
Okay. Easily, he said.
Dang.
Hopefully he pays attention. Hopefully he pays attention to his lineup. Where's he honeymooning at? Do you know?
I think they're down in Disney or
I think he's at Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he's down there.
Oh, that's ironic. Good luck, Drake. Good luck.
Yeah, I have Sean as well. I really like Josh Allen versus Miami. They're number 28 versus quarterback, and then Henderson has a good matchup at Houston. They're 26th against running backs. The Emmanuel Sanders stack is a go for me too with Allen. They're number 30 against wide receivers, which makes sense because they're so poor against the quarterback. And it's actually crazy how Sanders he's the number 28 wide receiver in our league, and he had horrible 2 weeks, like the first 2 weeks. So I mean, he's just been balling out the last 5 weeks. So I got Sean.
All right. So for Sean, I do like Allen, Zeke, and Henderson. I am leaning on Zeke a little bit just in case this Prescott thing doesn't pan out for the week. I think, and even if Prescott is there, they're going to give him the ball and take a little bit of pressure off of Prescott. I know it's against Minnesota, but Zeke will do all right. But I do love Henderson as well. For Drake, I like Brady, Kelsey, and Tony if he's healthy, if he's going to play. But I got to stick with Allen in a high-scoring offense against Miami. I think that's going to be enough to push Sean over the edge, and he's going to get the victory this week.
All right. Moving on to Clint versus Brandon. So the projections for this match right now currently are 130 to 113. And I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. Basically, for me, it's Clint's running backs pushing him over the edge. Hubbard and Bolden, I mean, I know that they've flashed. I know they've had good games, but it's not for me. They both have good wide receivers, and tight end still looks good, but I just keep going back to the running backs. It's Clint for me.
Okay, so Clint gets his Charger stack back this week after the bye week, but again, just like Dave alluded to, we should see plenty of his running backs, Aaron Jones and DeAndre Swift, this week. They both got good matchups. Brandon should have a good day from Murray, and Hubbard should have a decent day. But I feel like his wide receivers are going to struggle pretty bad this week. He's got some tough matchups. So I could be completely wrong here, but it's enough for me to stick with Clint over Brando. Like every week I pick against Brandon, and I'm usually wrong, but I'm riding with Clint.
You can't be wrong that often. He's only 3 and 4. What do you got, Sean?
Brandon.
All right. Family sticks together.
Going with Clint.
Yeah,
yeah, what?
Give it to him.
Oh, okay. I wasn't looking. I'm sorry.
Crazy cousin love. I love it.
And moving on to my last covered match is Matt versus Mark. I think that both sets of running backs on both teams have really tough matchups. I really like Diggs for Matt going against Miami. Like I said before, they're ranked 30th against wide receivers. And I really like Godwin, even though he is facing number 10 wide receiver defense. One thing I was curious about, if you look at their teams, Devontae Booker in the flex for Matt. I really like the Kenny Gainwell against Detroit. It's a better matchup, and Miles Sanders is out. I think that would definitely push him over the edge there to win. And then, but also on the other side, Mark has Myers going again with the Chargers, and they're number 2 against wide receivers, and Michael Carter in the flex, but he does have Cooper and Chenault sitting on his benches. So I don't know. I got Matt winning this one though.
All right. You know how I feel about the trophy. Haven't seen it since draft day. Mark, being a former Wood holder, I'm going to go with you. So you better start managing your team better because you have a good team. I'm going to go with Mark.
Okay.
On this one.
Okay. So in typical Mark fashion, he is being coy with his wide receiver.
Always.
Yeah, he moves them around. So Matt is missing Andrews this week in the Ravens D. I know the Ravens D got a -6 last week, but they should have they would have had they have decent games is what I'm saying. They can play. So missing the Ravens D is still it hurts. He still hasn't figured out his quarterback situation yet. So, and then Mark's welcoming back Prescott, Cooper. Pretty much his whole team is coming back off of bye weeks. I think he can ride his horses to victory this week. You know, you got Henry, Prescott, Cooper. I'm riding with Mark this week. And Jasecki, by the way. Guy's been on fire. So on my 3 matchups, we have Joe versus Dave. We have the host and co-host podcast bowl. But listen, I mean, I can no longer pick myself. I can't. The only time I didn't pick myself, I won this year. So I want to pick myself, but I'm not going to do it. I am going to go with my running backs and Cooks to have a decent game this week, especially if Tyrod Taylor comes back. But Dave has really nice matchups with Hurts at the Lions, Mixon at the Jets, McLaurin at Denver. And it goes on and on. I think it is going to be a close one, probably within 5 points, but I'm actually going to pick Dave, and maybe I can get lucky and get a win. We'll see.
Nah, man.
Oh, man.
No.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I got to go with Joe.
Okay.
I need Dave to lose.
Okay.
I'm also going with Joe. I like my running backs better than your running backs, but I like your wide receivers. The only thing I honestly can hope for is a Kansas City demise again. And hopefully you have 3 players that basically don't get shit. But if they play to normal standard, there's no way I win. I probably lose by 20, 25.
Yeah, I don't see Kansas City having a repeat of that last week. So
let me reread what I wrote, by the way. I did say I'm not sure who, but someone will let me down this week. And my pick is my running backs or Cooks as my letdown. I apologize. Yes, I do like your running backs better. Next matchup, Marshall versus Kilo. And I'm sticking with the undefeated Kilo here. Stafford Cup at Texans, Cook versus Dallas. Connor, who's been getting double-digit carries for the last 3 out of 4 weeks against Green Bay. They should all have good outings. For Marshall, I do like Hopkins versus Green Bay, Jefferson versus Dallas. And Cousins should be able to get 20 to 25 points against Dallas, but I don't like Kamara versus Tampa Bay. I don't like Singletary against Miami. There should be another close one, but I am sticking with Kilo.
All right. So I'm going to stick with Kilo also, but I actually told him when he did that trade, I said, I don't think you needed to do that. I said, it's not going to hurt you, but I don't think you needed to do it.
Agreed.
He had a strong draft. He had a sneaky strong draft, and he's also football smart. He's there's a reason he's 7-0. So
He's
I'm
best
giving
in the
props to
slot,
Kilo
bro.
on this one.
Okay. What do you got, Dave?
I have an absolute blowout for Kilo winning.
Okay.
The projections are 8 points. There's
Yeah,
no way.
I saw that too. I know.
There's no way. The only bright spot to Marshall's team is Kirk Cousins, Jefferson stack, and
Yep.
that just looks like child's play compared to Stafford Cup.
Mhm.
Like it's not even comparable.
Mhm.
So really the only bright spot is Kamara. He better hope that he gets 30 catches and goes for 150 receiving yards because he's gonna get smacked.
All right. Last matchup of the week is JR versus Tom. It's never a good week when you're without Devontae Adams, Russell Wilson, but I think JR still has enough to get it done this week. I like all three of JR's wide receivers. They are nasty. Wentz has been playing pretty good, and he should hit projection. Tom has Jackson on a bye. Chubb is sort of banged up. He has been in practice, but he's still not fully healthy. And it is hard for Metcalf to get. I know he had a 84-yard touchdown, but it is hard for him to get anything going. He followed up that with one more catch. He had 2 catches. Geno Smith is garbage. So Metcalf's going to struggle. I am sticking with JR.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with JR just for the division factor.
All right.
I'm also going with JR. Yeah, basically everything Joe alluded to, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but the other thing I will say is, since I am beast mode, my fellow Seattle running back, Alex Collins, he's going to fucking snap off, probably fucking beast quake on someone and get about 150 rushing yards. So I got JR.
Okay. I like it. What's next, Commish?
We'll move into our wheel to win. So I will share my screen here. Hopefully this doesn't fuck with you, Sean.
Motherfucker.
No, you just tell me what team I got.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I'm just gonna share the screen here though.
Oh, I got it. I can see it.
All right.
Barely.
Perfect.
Barely.
Let's go, Pat. I'll be Vanna White.
Who goes first?
So Sean
winner.
won.
The host?
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, hold on. I said Sean won. Anyway, let me recap real quick. That'll tell you who goes first. It is Joe. Joe won. He had Kyler Murray for 27, Waddle for 15.3, Brandon Cooks for 7.1, Jonathan Taylor for 18, even Khalil Herbert for 18.3, and Adam Troutman for 4.6 for 90.3. And my team was absolutely devastated, especially after what Sean told me. He was 100% correct. Fields 0.8. That's a 0.8.
Oh,
like not even 1 point above 0. Metcalf for 17.6, Debo for 21 even, Henderson for 9.4, Patterson for 14.1, and Fishker for 1.9 at 64.8. That leaves Joe 3-1 for the season, and myself 1-3 for the season. So Joe will go first, and Sean, you know the rules. What's
$10
that?
for the winner. $10 for the winner.
no, gentleman's bet here.
30 bucks. 30 bucks. Gentleman's bet.
We put we'll do $5 into the pot. That way the winner gets 10.
All right, there we go.
All right.
So Joe goes first, then we'll let Sean go next because he is the guest, and then I'll go last. Sean, I know you know how it is, but QB, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end. Here's the first roll. All right, Joe, you got the Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals.
Damn.
I already wrote down Jamar Chase.
Yeah, we're taking Chase, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, Sean, you get a roll here.
Did we ever determine if we both land on the same team? Can we pick the same player?
We never determined that, but we have done it and had to pick other. You had the Titans, by the way.
Derrick Henry.
Jeez. tee it up.
Probably get like the Jets or something.
The Giants. Okay.
The Lions.
Okay.
I'll take DeAndre Swift.
Yep. Shining star. I would too. No Houston, please. No Houston.
Oh, you got the Bagels again? Oh no, Cleveland Browns.
Jesus, what?
Baker Mayfield.
Hell no.
What?
Hell no.
Come on, bro. Help us out here.
Njoku.
Yeah, that's it. Give me Njoku. Yep.
Okay.
That's my burn.
All righty. Here we go, Sean.
Give me the homer. Give me the homer.
He wants Brady.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
Give me
no,
the
the
homer.
Chiefs.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. I'll take Kelsey.
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't think of that. Oh, that's funny.
Who'd you think I'd take?
No, I was hoping you just wouldn't think of Kelsey in general.
Oh, yeah.
Washington.
Washington. I'll take McLaurin.
Yeah, you know you got to take.
Got to take that for it.
It was like a week or two I'd pick Logan Thomas maybe, but Chargers.
Hi. Give me Eckler.
Surprised you were thinking about that.
I liked Herbert there as well. I really did.
Oh no. Bills.
Woo. Against Miami.
I already wrote it down.
Josh
Give it to
Allen,
him,
baby.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Yep. Josh Allen.
Like I said, I already wrote that one down. I
Oh,
also got the Bills.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Knox.
Ooh. Okay. I like Diggs there too, but Miami does
wait,
have,
I'm not
Miami
going with
does-
Knox. He's hurt. I forgot Knox is hurt. Yeah, I guess I have to go with. Well, what's the rule? Can I have Allen too?
So I'm
no,
not opposed to that. I mean, we never really came into that before, you know what I mean?
no,
Right.
because you can't draft the same player in a draft.
Yeah, but this is more like DFS, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're making like your
alright.
best lineup. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I say just roll with whatever. I mean,
Well, if
can't
that's the
keep
case,
it-
I'm taking Allen.
okay.
I'm just
Take it
throwing
out.
that out there.
Yep, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm just the guest.
Yeah, I mean, you guys aren't going to have the same lineup, so.
Son of a bitch. If I lose because of that.
Well, there's no way you could lose. We'd have the same points.
Spin
Okay, you
again,
can't have the
dog.
Chargers again.
Yep, spin again. Watch Miami come up right here.
Houston.
Oh, is it Houston? Oh no, the Colts.
Oh, what do I got on my team right now, Dave?
You have quarterback, wide receiver, running back left.
Give me Taylor.
And you refer to me as Marshawn.
Yes, Marshawn. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I didn't wear my jersey tonight. Sorry, guys.
The Rams, Sean.
Oh,
You have both your wide receivers and running back.
Oh. Give me Cup.
okay. I was hoping you were gonna get blinded and take Henderson. Oh,
I don't think anyone would
the
get
Braves are
blinded
just-
there.
the Braves are just exploding. right now.
Henderson's a good commodity, but he ain't Cup.
The
course, they'll probably shut him
Eagles-
Devontae
Fresh.
Smith.
Probably shut him down and give it to Bobby Trees.
No, I will take Goddard.
Okay. I actually like Gainwell here in this position too.
Yeah, I did too, but I don't want to get fucked with my tight end.
Sure.
You don't want his tight
Oh
end
my
fucked.
God. Oh yes, the Patriots.
And what do I got left? Quarterback and
QB or
wideout?
wide receiver.
Jesus Christ.
You said it earlier in the podcast.
Well, yeah, I said it, but not against the fucking Chargers. But fuck it. Let's go, Mac Jones. Let's go.
Right.
What do I got left? Running back and what?
Wide receiver and running back. Yes, sir. Damn, that helps us, Sean. Mac Jones. He's gonna be ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Giants.
Hey, baby.
Oh. Against Kansas City?
Yes.
Give me Slayton.
That's the wrong fucking pick, bitch.
Oh, they can't throw it to somebody.
Yeah, they can't see my mustache.
What you got under the hood there? Smokey.
I got the Chiefs. I will take. I don't want the Chiefs because you have the Chiefs running back and tight or wide receiver, and I'm playing you this week. I don't want any of them to do good. I'm going to take Tyreek Hill.
Yes, sir.
Last
All right.
pick, wide
I got wide out.
receiver.
Yep, wide out coming.
All of us?
No,
No.
for me.
Oh.
Vikings.
Oh, hell, give me Jefferson.
I already
Okay.
wrote it down.
Thank you.
Sean, you have running back left.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no. Damn you. Jaguars.
Well, shit. Yeah.
Carlos Hyde.
Robinson.
Yeah. And I also only have running back left.
The Niners fullback.
Oh, Mixon?
So I got Mixon.
Damn.
Hey, Ryan.
All right. To run down the teams, Joe has Mac Jones, Jamar Chase, Jefferson, Eckler, Jonathan Taylor, and Njoku. Sean has Josh Allen, Cooper Kupp, Slayton, Henry, Robinson, and Kelsey. And I have Josh Allen, McLaurin, Tyreek Hill, Swift, Mixon, and Goddard.
Sounds
Some
like I got
good-ass-
$15.
My team's
Shit.
fucking
I'm
nasty,
just
bro.
playing. Yeah, my team sucks.
All right.
What we got? Come on, man. Jesus.
Yeah, that's all you.
All right. Let me exit full screen. Okay, so this one's not very exciting this week, but come on, man. We got 4 teams not playing the defense on a week where it was defense and kicker for $20. And more importantly, could have meant a win or a loss for you, because most times they're still on the positive side. I understand when you bench your defense to not get a loss, like once you have a lead wrapped up and you don't want to catch like a -4. But to not put a defense in because you think you can't cut a player in a 12-man league, saw that happen this week. I assure you that your teams are not 12 strong. I only wish that one of you would have lost by 1 to 10 points this week, so I could have really clapped your cheeks. But you got lucky this week. Here's to your loaded teams of undroppables. Come on, men.
Come on, men.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
All right. Before we conclude our podcast, you got anything else you want to say, Sean? Any last words?
No, that's all I had. Actually, my final thoughts by Jack Handy. We already did them earlier with the Brady pocket passer, Michael Vick coming back. So
Yeah,
Nice.
very true. Very true. All right. For Halloween episode week 8, I am David Molly, aka Marshawn Lynch.
Oh yeah, baby. Exotic Joe back in Lionel.
greatest wood holder of all time.
Hold
Sean
that wood. Hold that
Varner.
wood, baby.
It's
Watch
not
out,
yours
baby.
at after this year, Sean.
There
All
it
right,
is.
boys.
Sean, thanks for being on, man.
Yeah,
We
Sean.
appreciate
Hey, no
it.
problem.
Appreciate it.
It was great. It was great.
Thanks
All
for
you other
everyone
guys-
tuning in.
All
Appreciate
you
it,
other
boys.
guys, get in here.
That's
Hey,
right,
yeah.
baby.
Yes, listen to Sean.
Till
Get
next
your asses
time.
in here.
All right,
Later.
buddy.
Later.
Peace.